Hey, what's up everybody? Blair with TechWriter EDC, and today I am talking about what I think are the best alternatives to the Hamilton Khaki Field Auto. So if you're wondering, well, why would I even need an alternative to a Hamilton Khaki Field watch? We could talk about a couple of things. First, price, maybe $500, $600, $700 is out of your price range. Second, we can talk about quality. No denying that Hamilton is a long and storied brand. No denying that they produce a great watch. But when we were talking about the Hamilton Khaki Field specifically, I've got some gripes. And I'm not a Hamilton hater. I've got several of them. And in fact, I have two Hamilton Khaki Field Autos. One on a strap, one on a bracelet, because I am too lazy to swap them out. But I had the same issue with both of these, and that is the rotor gets stuck and engages anytime you want to wind the watch. And so I quickly learned with my first Khaki, you never hand wind these watches. I don't care what anyone says on the message boards or out there. Frankly, with any of these watches we're going to talk about today, I don't think you should hand wind any watch unless it's a hand wind only. So again, I love my Khaki, but I don't think it's really the greatest watch, and I truly don't think it's worth the money. You know, again, you're buying the brand name behind it. And so let's look at some other options that are out there. And first off on the list, man, let me tell you what, if you want that field watch look, well, let me back up for 1 second. I'll tell you what really the impetus of this was. And that is if you open to the third page of your Hamilton Owner's Guide, they tell you you should not golf, play tennis, or any type of sports that have a shock in it, because it will wear out the micro wheels and things in the watch. Yet if you go on the Hamilton website, all they talk about are how rugged these watches are. And we know they're probably not. Now that's to say, with all these automatic watches, you can't strap them to your wrist and go out there and go chop 3 cords of wood with it. I mean, that would tear apart any of them. But I think a field watch is something that you should be able to play around and golf with, go on a camping trip, work around the house, and still look good on the wrist and be durable. So with that being said, number one on the list, and I'm gonna go order these price from cheapest to most expensive, is the Orient Defender. This is just a killer watch. I have actually 4 Orient Defenders. They've had a new updated version came out last year. These are both the Defender ones, and if you want that cool field watch look, you know, here they are on holding them up, comparing the two. I mean, definitely bracelet is a piece of junk on this one. The Hamilton bracelet is quite good. We'll give it points for that one. But for a $150 watch, you could still buy the Defender one on eBay and Amazon for $120 to $140. It's got all that look and definitely is a sharp looking watch. All right, number 2 on the list is the Seiko Neo Sports Classic, and I'll leave the number below. I don't really remember all these off the top of my head, but here again, a little bit better bracelet, but it's got that cool field watch look. Seiko 4R36 inside, hacks, hand wind, totally looks like a field watch. And you know, these Seiko movements are pretty durable and they'll take a beating and last forever. And right now, I think these hover around $180 to $200 between Amazon and Joma Shop. And I buy a bunch of watches in Joma Shop. I've never had a problem. All right, number 3 on the list, a new release. Actually, just got this week. I'll leave a link to below. I wrote a blog last year where I went through like 12 alternatives to Hamilton Khaki. I'm not going to go through all 12 today. This is kind of like my top 6. But one, so you can read in detail and read really in detail my gripes and more about the Hamilton. All right, so the Islander Field Watch from Mark over there at Long Island Watch. He's knocked out a couple of these. These are really great, $189. Comes on a pretty decent strap, and it's quick release. I don't know, call me a trader. I like the quick release ones. I just think it's a lot easier to swap out the straps. Again, it's totally a field watch. He calls it a field watch. I have his pilot's watch from last year that's similar, but with a Flieger style dial, but this is cool. Hacking, hand winding, screw down crowns, really cool display case back. A great watch, $189 right now. All right, another Seiko on the list. This is the Seiko NZ something, and probably one of the most classic field watches out there for the money. So you can snag these between $150 and $200 depending where you're looking. doesn't hack or hand wind, but actually I sent this one out and had a movement swap, so this one does. But a great option, super durable. So it's got the Seiko 7S2 in there, and we know that, you know, if you go online, just everyone says it's a tank and will last forever. So definitely another option. Great value for the money. Definitely rugged with a brush case. Let's say you want something a little bit dressier, because the Hamilton does look pretty sharp. I've called it a pseudo dress watch before. We're going to the Glycine Combat 6. So this uses a very similar movement to the Hamilton. It's they branded it their own, but it's a SW200 clone. Really nice watch. Does not have a screw down crown, but looks dressy. You can actually get these on a bracelet, or I have it on a NATO. A really nice option. Okay, so that's 450 bucks. So now you are getting closer to the price of a Hamilton once you start going $500 plus. But next on a list is a watch that if you want something that looks awesome and will really take some abuse, you can't go wrong with the Swiss watch company Bunker. This came out this year. Really awesome. Titanium, screw down crown, Swiss movement, tons of lume, sapphire crystal, sign crown, and a great case back on that one. And I don't know, they're out of stock right now. Not sure what the price will be. They had them out on pre-order recently. They're going to be around, I think, $500 to $600. A beautiful, beautiful watch, super durable, and titanium. So again, the Hamilton Khaki has a titanium version. And if you don't want the word Hamilton on the side of it engraved and something more durable, that's a great option. And then last on the list, right around $650. So you're neck and neck with the Hamilton Khaki, depending where you're getting it. But something definitely durable is the Collins Hyperion, or Hyperion, however you want to say it. Carbon dial, Swiss SW200 movement inside. A beautiful watch in PVD. The fit and finish is awesome. Comes on a really nice leather strap. Just a beautiful, beautiful watch. So again, something like this, you're in that price range of a Hamilton Khaki. And so you have to think, what are you trying to do here? Again, with the Hamilton, it's just not a durable watch to really live in the real world. I know there'll be some haters out there leaving these comments, but again, I've got several Hamilton watches. I've seen these watches fail. When it comes to a Khaki Field Auto, I do not trust the water resistance. I wouldn't even wear it to wash dishes or give the kids a bath or something like that with that. I mean, you can go on there and there's always moisture getting inside. And I think it has something to do with how they slowed down the movement to get that awesome power reserve. Now, again, you know, trade-offs with everything here, an 80-hour power reserve, and it definitely has that. I've actually clocked this one of my Khakis at 86 hours. Just, you know, full wound, wore it for several days straight and put it down and didn't touch it, 86 hours. So that's pretty impressive. All right, guys, I appreciate it. So that's my list for the best alternatives for a Hamilton Khaki field watch. I will talk to you later.